Hello everyone, this is a question back with my haul video for the month of July. It's been a while since I've been in front of the camera, so I thought I would give a little channel update. If you've watched any of my videos in the past, you know I generally will check out volume 1 of a series, but I don't actually read a series until it's completed. I have a hard time, if I'm reading a bunch of different series and they're all ongoing, I have a hard time keeping track of them and remembering them. And I've noticed that I really enjoy series more once I'm kind of binge reading through it all, or once a series is completed, so I can read like every volume in a month. I've found that at least for me, I enjoy reading series a lot more that way. And I noticed my Right Stuf pre-orders were getting pretty heavy with ongoing series, that it was going to be years before they were completed. So it didn't make sense for me to keep pre-ordering all these ongoing series that just for them to sit on my shelves for years before they are complete and get read. So going forward, my pre-order section is going to be a little bit smaller, hopefully. I went ahead and canceled a ton of pre-orders that I had ordered for the next few months. I will still be trying out a bunch of volume 1s. I will continue to pre-order one-shots, shorter series, special editions, and then series by creators that I want to still support. So like Asadora by Naoki Urasawa, stuff by Shuzo Oshimi, all kind of volume series like that. I'm still going to continue to pre-order, but hopefully my hauls going forward will be a little less pre-order heavy, and I would like to have them be a little more evenly filled with completed series, and then also local used bookstore pickups from eBay, online stuff. I'd like to have a little bit more balance. I noticed getting very heavy on the pre-orders, and I'd like it to kind of even out a bit. So if you enjoyed my videos in the past, thank you for the support. If you're new here and enjoy this video, please like and subscribe. I really enjoy making these videos to show people the wide variety of manga that's out there. So let's get right to the haul. Okay, and I got one volume here straight from Glacier Bay. This one came in right at the wire, right when I was about to start editing my video. It arrived on the very last day. So here is that, and that is Glaolia Volume 1. This is a reprint. Volume 3, I think, came out either sometime last year or early this year. Super popular for them, and so they decided to reprint their Volume 1, which had been out of print for a few years, and it finally came in. Really looking forward to checking this one out. This is a short story collection by them. Features a bunch of different creators that they regularly publish works by. More independent manga creators, so not really stuff you're going to find in your standard kind of mainstream publishers like Viz. You're not going to see a lot of these creators in works by mainstream publishers, but glad to have a publisher that's actually releasing stuff like this. Really love Glacier Bay's work, their books, their quality is always really good. And hopefully, if this one sells well, we also get a reprint of Volume 2, which is also long out of print, so then I can have all 3 of these short story collections. Okay, so let's start off with some used pickups, and first we're gonna go through a few things I picked up this month from eBay. So starting off, we have Strawberry Panic, the complete manga collection. This is a series I'd never heard of, but it's in this all-in-one complete manga collection. I really like these 7 Seas, especially all-in-one releases. From what I've read, this is a Yuri series, and it says on the cover, includes 2 all-new chapters, lots of characters on the cover, it looks cute. So grab that. Next we have Mechanical Man Blues. This one was another one, never heard of this publisher, that's why I grabbed it. It is Radio Comics manga, very thin release, as you can see here. I flipped through it, doesn't seem to be something I'm going to be interested in, but it was like $6, so I went ahead and bid on it, and I was the only one who bid on it and won. And yeah, so that is Mechanical Man Blues. Let me know if you've heard of this. And then the last thing I grabbed from eBay is Blue. This is a Fanfare Ponetmon release. They're more well known for releasing a ton of Jiro Taniguchi books in English, but they have released a few other volumes from other creators in English that are not Taniguchi, and this is one that is out of print and one that I've been wanting to grab. This copy is a little beat up around the corners, but I got it for less than retail, so I can't complain too much. But paper's very good quality, glossy paper. Not a lot of words, but looking forward to checking this one out. And then this last stack is all stuff I got from local used bookstores. So the coolest thing I got was this Doraemon volume. This is volume 1, and this is one of the English and Japanese volumes, so I can actually read this. These were released in Japan to teach Japanese people English, and I've always wanted to collect this series. I've always wanted to grab some of these, but whenever I find them online, they're always just one volume, and I kind of wanted, if I was going to buy them online, I wanted to grab a kind of a bundle of them or a stack. As you can see here, we got English in the word balloons and then the Japanese up top. So, you know, to help you learn how to learn English. Glad to have this one. I think this was like $7. Wish they would have had more, but I'll take the one that they had. Next we have The Water Dragon's Bride. They only had volume 1 of this. This is by the same creator of Dawn of the Arcana series I picked up. Really like the artwork on the cover here. Love the colors. This is one that I've wanted to collect. I think this is a series before Dawn of the Arcana. I'm not 100% sure on that. But yeah, got volume 1 of that. Next we have Oshinbo, Izakaya Pub Food. So if you don't know about this series, when it was released in Japan, it's a long-running Japanese series. When they released it in English, they released it in kind of these best of collections, all focused around a certain theme. So this one is all themed around Izakaya Pub Food. And I never would have been interested in this series, but they talked about it on Manga Splaining, their podcast, and they really loved it. They talked about it, you know, how much they really enjoyed it. So I went ahead and grabbed this one volume. It has been on my wish list that I was gonna grab this series at some point. Definitely got some nice artwork here. And looking forward to checking this out. I wish they would have had more of this series. I think we got 7 or 8 of these releases in English. Yeah, they only had this one. And then my last local used bookstore pickup was Spriggan in this deluxe edition volume 2. I had pre-ordered volume 1, haven't read it yet. Wasn't sure if I was going to continue picking up this series. Very action heavy, older manga series. I remember watching the animated movie back in the 90s and really enjoying it. But yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to get these, but this one was half price. I think there is 4 total of these. And so went ahead and grabbed it, and that was it from local used stores. So I didn't go to a lot of local used stores. I'm in Arizona. It was over 110 degrees, like half of the month of July. So made me less wanting to kind of drive around checking out places, because even with the AC, it takes forever for your AC to, you know, cool down the inside of your car. So so less used store pickups this month. I'll probably do a bunch more, hopefully in August and September. But yeah, super hot in July, so not too many local used store pickups. And I only had one Barnes & Noble pickup this month, and that was a delayed pre-order of Attack on Titan Omnibus 3132. I think there is one more, if I'm not mistaken. I've not read Attack on Titan. I was collecting it in this omnibus format. So they were all 3-in-1s, and then I think these last 2 are 2-in-1s, because I think it ends at 34. And then this one's been delayed for maybe a month or 2. And I don't normally pre-order a lot from Barnes & Noble, but whenever they have a coupon code, I go ahead and get some pre-orders. And I think I still have 6 or 7 volumes left on my Barnes & Noble pre-order, and those are all ones that have been delayed, that were supposed to come out a while ago and keep getting delayed. So you'll see those randomly throughout the rest of the year. Okay, so next we're going to move on to everything I picked up from Right Stuf. If you're not aware, this month in July was Right Stuf's birthday sale. I didn't go quite as crazy as I have in past years on the birthday sale. I did get a bunch of stuff, some series that I was really hoping showed up on the sale, did show up that I grabbed. But I'm going to start off with the pre-orders. Like I mentioned at the beginning, some of these I won't be pre-ordering going forward. I will, I'll wait till they're completed and then pick up. But so this will probably be one of the last times you see a ton of just random volumes of series. So we have The Apothecary Diaries, Volume 8. We have Ascendance of a Bookworm, Part 2, Volume 7. We have Adam the Beginning, Volume 5, another really cute cover with a cat. Boy's Abyss, Volume 2. Call the Name of the Night, Volume 2. Loved Volume 1. Really looking forward to reading through that series. We have The Case Files of Jeweler Richard, Volume 5 in the manga. I know there's a light novel of this. I did read, I think, the first 2 volumes of this manga. Really enjoyed it. We have Cinderella Closet, Volume 2. I really loved Volume 1. Haven't heard too many people talk about this, but this is a really good romance series released by 7 Seas. Definitely check this one out. We have Coffee Moon, Volume 3. I've heard a lot of mixed things about this volume. I really enjoyed Volume 1, but really love this cover here. But definitely have seen in a lot of people's reading logs and hauls that they were very mixed on this volume. We have Don Da Don, Volume 4, another great cover. The Duke of Death and His Maid, Volume 7. I haven't seen anybody else picking this up. I really enjoyed the first volume I read of this series. I think it is a 16-volume series, so quite a ways to go before it's completed, but this is a really cute cover. The Evil Secret Society of Cats, Volume 3. Ex-Yakuza and Stray Kitten, Volume 3. A Galaxy Next Door, Volume 5. I think this ends soon. I think maybe it ends at 6, not mistaken. We have a one-shot. This is a BL, A Hero in the Demon's Castle. Really great colors on this cover, like the spine. This is a Kuma release. Continuing on, we have In the Clear Moonlit Dusk, Volume 5. Kaiju number 8, Volume 7. Kirby Manga Mania, Volume 6. I love Nintendo games. I love the Kirby series, so I've been picking these up. Kowloon Generic Romance, Volume 4. Another fantastic cover, great artwork. Lovely Muko, The Happy Daily Lives of Muko and Mr. Komatsu, Volume 2. One thing I didn't notice, I noticed on this cover, the nose of the dog actually sticks out. It's kind of like a embossed, you can kind of push it down a little bit on the cover. I didn't even notice. It's actually like that on Volume 1 also. This is a cute dog manga. It's got some color pages. Really looking forward to checking this out. This one is another one where I think it's pretty long. I think it went 15 or 16 volumes, so I'll wait till that's completed. We have Maiden Abyss, Volume 11. I actually thought this, when I back ordered this series, I thought this series was completed. I didn't realize it was still ongoing until I saw this volume pop up on pre-orders. So I've not read this series, and here's Volume 11. We have one of my favorite series of all time, and that is A Man and His Cat. We have Volume 8 here. Another great cover. Looking forward to checking this one out. Great colors. My Girlfriend's Child, Volume 2. Super hype series. Volume 1 was great. My New Life as a Cat, Volume 2. Another cat release that you knew I was going to pick up. You Gotta Be Kidding Me. I mean, come on. Of course I was going to pick this one up. Next we have a one-shot by Drawn and Quarterly. This is Offshore Lightning. This one has been heavily delayed. Finally came out. I think this was delayed by like maybe 6-7 months if I'm not mistaken. Looking forward to reading this one. Phantom of the Idol, Volume 6. Rainbow Days, Volume 5. We have a final volume, and that is Run on Your New Legs, Volume 5. This is a shorter sports manga. We have a new series, Secrets of the Silent Witch, Volume 1. I think this was originally a light novel also, and this is the manga version. Shadow's House, Volume 4. Fantastic cover here. This is a well-loved series. Shonen Note, Boy Soprano, Volume 4. A lot of beautiful covers this month. This is another one. Really like these colors. The Summer Hikaru Died, Volume 1. This is a series I've heard tons of people be hyped about. I know nothing about it. Other than that, it's slightly similar to Boy's Abyss as far as the subject matter, the darkness of it, but I'm looking forward to checking this out. Touring After the Apocalypse, Volume 3. Really cute series. Mentioned before, I'm a big Disney fan, so if there's a Disney manga, I'm more than likely going to check it out. This one I think is based on a mobile game that I know nothing about. I don't play mobile games, but this is Disney Twisted Wonderland, the manga, Book of Hearts Labial. Too close to labia for my taste, but Twisted Wonderland, the manga, Volume 1. Don't know too much about this other than obviously I assume it's something in like the Alice in Wonderland universe, but twisted. Looks like an action heavy series. Definitely will. You got a Cheshire Cat tail on the back. Looking forward to seeing what this one is all about. We have a Halloween release in July. What Did You Eat Yesterday? Volume 20 by Fumi Yoshinaga. I've got maybe 10 volumes of this series. I've kind of randomly found them at places. It's the first one I think I pre-ordered, but I really like this kind of Halloween cover, so went ahead and pre-ordered it. And then we have Yona of the Dawn, Volume 39. The series keeps on going. My final pre-order from Right Stuf is this giant Blade of the Immortal Deluxe Edition, Volume 9. This is the second to last volume. Last volume is going to be Volume 10, so we will be finished with these deluxe editions. If you haven't heard, Trigun is the new series that we're getting deluxe editions of, so this is, Volume 10 will be the last Blade of the Immortal. Berserk will probably end at deluxe edition Volume 14. Maybe they'll do a 15 of the stuff that's finished by other creators. And so yeah, that should mean that we should probably get announcements, I would guess, later this year for what the other deluxe editions are going to be. These have sold extremely well for Dark Horse. These are fantastic releases. My hope is that we get Astro Boy or Lone Wolf and Cub in these. I really don't like the tiny omnibus versions. The omnibus version of Astro Boy and Lone Wolf and Cub is like the same size of this picture. They are super tiny. I can't stand how small they are. I'd really love to get them in these giant deluxe editions. So that was all my Right Stuf pre-orders. Okay, I have one small stack of stuff that was not on sale, but Right Stuf keeps sending me in every package. I keep getting a new 15% off code, which if you combine it with their normal low price, equals up to more than their summer sale on a lot of occasions, or their winter sale. So having that 15% combined with their existing, whatever their percentage is off on stuff. So I got a little stack here. This first one was weird. This first one popped up in their section of back in stock, which I thought was weird because it is by Gen Publishing, which is a defunct publisher. They are not around anymore. I was like, how did they possibly get these back in stock? And by the look of this, it looks like they maybe found this in their warehouse because it is heavily yellowed, which I was expecting was going to be the case. Every one of these Gen releases that I've found has been heavily yellowed because they don't make them anymore. But this one was on my list that I wanted to pick up, so I'm glad they found it somewhere. But yeah, definitely has been around a while, not a newer release. This is a boxing series, and it is fairly thick, pretty big release. And then we've got 2 volumes of Barbarites. This is a BL series. I read volume 1 last month, really enjoyed it, and these are really nice releases. So I got volume 2 and volume 3. I think volume 4 is the final volume, and that will be complete. And then lastly, I have I think this is the last Shigeru Mizuki book that it was released in English that I didn't have. And this is Shigeru Mizuki's Hitler. I don't know too much about this one other than I assume it's some sort of autobiographical series about Hitler. And that was all of the just kind of regular stuff. And now we'll get into more of the birthday summer sale stuff. Okay, so when they're doing their Right Stuff summer sale, birthday sale, winter sale, they'll usually throw in a bunch of older series for like, and they'll put them up for like $1. It's usually a bunch of series like, they'll throw in a bunch of Tokyo Pop volumes that are like 2 and 4, but you can't actually, you know, of course the volumes you would want to get to complete the series are long out of print, and expensive. So they just have a bunch of stock of the volumes that are easier to get. And so I did grab a couple $1 volumes this time, and this was a series I'd never heard of. This is Made in Heaven, and they had volume 1 and volume 2. This I assume is a romance series. I think it's just these 2 volumes. But yeah, went ahead and grabbed those 2. My main thing that I wanted to pick up during this year's sale was Rumiko Takahashi stuff. I had a bunch of her series that I wanted to collect. So this one here, I don't think was part of the summer sale. I think it was part of, like, they had a Viz sale at the same time, and I went ahead and ordered all of Ranma 1/2. I already had the omnibuses of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I went ahead and ordered all the rest. A bunch of them are out of stock, but the ones they sent me were 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and 27, 28. So I have about, I think maybe 10 omnibuses that were out of stock. This is not an out of print series. I see volumes of this going for like, I think like the final volume I saw was going for like $100 to $200. And this is an in-print series. They're just out of stock of volumes. So, you know, hopefully they get reprinted soon. We get more volumes in. But yeah, definitely not going to pay the $70 to $200 that a lot of these random volumes are going for. Okay, we have a short 4-volume series that was part of the sale. Miss Miyazen Would Love to Get Closer to You. Didn't have this one on my radar, but I heard great things about it from a few other manga tubers. So we've got volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, and volume 4, the final volume. They had a few of the Disney Tokyo Pop releases as part of the sale, so I grabbed Stitch, Best Friends Forever. We have The Princess and the Frog, and Monsters, Inc. And then I think last month I grabbed a little stack of Phantom Tales of the Night volumes from a used place. So I have 2 through 5, and this series was part of the sale. Really love these covers, so I grabbed the volumes that I didn't have. So we have volume 1, volume 6, really detailed, colorful covers, volume 7, volume 8, 9, and I've heard mixed things about this series, but it looks like something I'm gonna enjoy. Like, this is crazy artwork on this cover. Volume 10, so I'm willing to at least give it a shot. Volume 11, that was everything they had of that series. Not sure if this series is completed. I think it's still ongoing, but that's all that's out. And the big giant pickup that I got from the summer sale was all of Urusei Yatsura that I didn't have. I had picked up volumes 1 and 3 of these 2-in-1s quite a while ago from local used places, and they had the entire series on sale. So I went ahead and grabbed all of them. These have really great covers. We have a volume 2, volume 4, Volume 5, Volume 6, Volume 7, Volume 8, Volume 9. I don't know too much about this series. I've actually never watched the anime. I've never read any of this. Volume 10. Whereas Ranma 1/2, I did back a long time ago. I had watched some of the anime when I was a teenager, so I at least know what the concept of that series is. This one I don't know too much about. We have 11, but these covers are great. 12, 13. They keep changing where the star is on these covers with the volume, so I keep looking in different places. 14, 15, 16, and then the final volume, volume 17. So that was everything Right Stuf. I did order some more stuff from the sale that just hasn't arrived yet. So you'll see a little bit more coming for my August haul. But yeah, I didn't go too, other than buying all this Rumiko Takahashi stuff, I didn't go too crazy. There was maybe, you know, on average, maybe 6 or 7 volumes that I bought each week during the sale. So I didn't go too crazy, but yeah, bunch of great stuff. Glad to finally have some of this Rumiko Takahashi stuff in my collection. Been wanting to grab it for a while. Okay, so that was everything I picked up in the month of July. Bunch of great pickups. If you have any questions or any thoughts about anything that I picked up this month, anything you think I should prioritize reading, please let me know in the comments. I will have a reading log up in the next probably week for what I read in July. But otherwise, everybody have a great month of August, and I will see you in the next video.